obvious my brother needs real help.
I'm sorry. These attacks of his are going to be sporadic and unpredictable.
Well, what is it? What's wrong?
What can we do for him?
Is it genetic or... I mean, is he insane?
Oh, no. Your brother is no more insane than you or I.
Look, Doctor, I don't know what my brother's convinced you of, but I have seen the violence up close and personal. Today was not a one-time incident. He's completely disconnected from reality. Okay, how can you say that he's not insane?
Because he isn't. Your brother doesn't suffer from a psychiatric disorder.
It can be very deceiving. I know. I've fallen for it myself. But doctor, he just told us there is a bomb in his head.
There is a bomb in his head. And if it explodes, it'll kill him.
Doctor, you're not making any sense.
Your brother, Julian is his name?
Yes, that's right.
We ran a standard PET scan on Julian. Basically, we were able to look inside your brother's skull. And we discovered that he has a large tumor pressing on his brain.
Oh, my God.
How long has it been there?
I estimate it's been growing for years.
Could the tumor be what caused his erratic behavior?
From the size and the location of the mass, I virtually guarantee it.
I mean, could it also make him hear voices and make him think that he's having conversations with dead people?
If you told me he thought Martians were taking over the Earth, I wouldn't blink. So wonder your brother was able to control his violence and not end up in jail for a whole lot of felonies.
It's not his fault. None of it was his fault. All those things that we blamed Hawken for, we accused him of, wasn't his fault. You're saying he couldn't help it?
I find it incredible it wasn't detected sooner.
Well, we didn't know what to look for.
Well, his doctor should have known. What was the name of this physician in New Jersey that prescribed antipsychotics to Julian?
I'm not exactly sure.
You know, our parents handled it, and
right.
And they're deceased now. We'd have to look into that.
I would if I were you. If ever a malpractice suit was justifiable, it is in this instance. A PET scan is always done before diagnosing mental problems to rule out physical causes first. If you like, I will call the hospital in New Jersey and investigate this doctor.
We would really appreciate that. That sounds good. But first, we would love it if you could explain to us a little more clearly our brother's condition. What do we do next?
All medications must be stopped. Do you know what giving antipsychotics to someone who isn't insane can do? It can make them psychotic.
Believe me, I know. We thought it was in our genes. That our brother inherited his problems.
But between the drugs and the tumor, he never even had a chance to be normal.
If it does turn out to be non-cancerous, what else could have caused it to form?
In many cases, a mass like this is the result of a severe head trauma. Did your brother suffer a blow to the head when he was young?
Our father was abusive.
Oh.
He used to beat on Julian. There was this one time when Dad hit him so hard, he didn't wake up for a day.
You never told me that.
It was after you left home. My parents never called a doctor to come check on him.
I'm sorry. Seems like your father may be to blame for this.
After I left home, I was so desperate to escape the old man's beatings myself that I left my kid brother in the line of fire. And now he's in a hospital with a massive tumor in his head. I should never have left him. I should be the one in the hospital bed.
Don't do this to yourself.
Well, he's not psychotic. He's not insane. You heard the doctor. It was because he was beaten. And what did I do? I took him to a therapist to chat.
This isn't your fault any more than it was our brother's, okay? That doctor in New Jersey made the wrong diagnosis, but it doesn't matter now anyway because that's ancient history. Please tell us there's some hope. What can we do for our brother now?
How soon can you remove the tumor?
Oh, as soon as possible. It's his only hope for regaining any sense of normalcy.
And once it's out, he'll be better?
All brain surgery has risks. This tumor is in a vital area. To remove it at this stage without any significant impact will be tricky.
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, all kinds of neurological complications could occur. Your brother could go blind, he could lose his speech, and he could die.
And what if we don't do anything?
Best case, he remains like this for a while, then slowly declines until this tumor will kill him.
How long before this tumor kills our brother?
It's impossible to estimate a time frame, but from the size, I'd say it's doing major damage at a rapid rate.
So what? Do we go through with the surgery?
I can't make that call for you. I can only tell you what I'd do if he was my brother, but that's a big decision. I'll give you some time to consider. Meanwhile, I'll find a surgeon to take a look at him.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
All this time, and I never even thought of taking Jonathan to a neurologist. I just automatically assumed that he was like Dad and like Braden. And that all his problems were because of our pathetic genes. Oh my God. Greenlee was right.
Paging Dr. Bender. Paging Dr. Bender, please.
Patrick, Braden, Jonathan, a sadist, a rapist, and a killer, all full-blooded laborers. Just like...
No, not like you. Not like you at all. I love you because I know you. I know your mind and your heart and your soul, and it's beautiful. Your rage, it's emotional. It's not a chemical imbalance. It's not a mental illness you inherited from your father. You didn't need medication. You needed to believe something was controlling your temper when it was you the whole time.
Come on, Ryan, tell me what Greenlee was right about.
It doesn't matter. All that matters is I let Jonathan down and I gotta make it right.
You have got to stop taking this on yourself. Right, how could you have seen inside Jonathan's head? How could you have possibly predicted this was gonna happen? I didn't see what was going on either. Oh my God, I was gonna keep him locked up behind a closet for the rest of his life. We just assumed Jonathan inherited his mental problems from Dad.
Yeah, but he didn't. The things he did wasn't because he was evil or insane, and people died. And now, that's not just on Jonathan's head. It's on mine too. If I had any idea.
You're missing the point, Ryan, okay? Yes, this is a tumor, and yes, the surgery can be risky, but for the first time, there is hope that we can fix this. All right? Jonathan wouldn't even have to have a fake name. He could have a normal life.
If he survives the surgery.
The doctor said that the tumor is going to kill him anyway, and he'll be feeling nothing but torture and pain in the meantime.
You're right.
If there's hope for Jonathan, there's hope for us all.